going on, everybody? Brian here. I genuinely hope you're all having a good day. Title of this one is Give Up on Trying to Be Perfect. Sounds cliche, but it's true. Give up. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor as well, and just give up. Give up on trying to be perfect because you know what? In your head, perfectionism sounds like a good thing. You're trying to fool yourself into thinking that you're going to be some sort of overachiever, that you're doing the right thing, that you're trying to go above and beyond. But you know, trying to be perfect and perfectionism has stolen more from your dreams, whatever they may be, probably than anything else ever has. Because, you know, in my experience, because I have struggled very, very badly with perfectionism. Perfectionism is usually just fear wearing like a disguise. You constantly try to improve things, and when you do that, you constantly push the deadline. Oh, well, I got to tweak this. I got to get better at this. I got to. And honestly, it's like an endless loop because it can be about anything. You want to start a YouTube channel. Oh, well, I need to get good at talking on camera first. I need to rehearse. I need to get the right setup and get the right equipment. And so you push it and you push it and you push it and you end up never actually starting. Maybe you want to lose weight. Oh, well, I'm scared to go to the gym. I want to find good gym clothes first. I want to improve XYZ first before I ever. And then you know what? You end up never actually going to the gym. I've personally never struggled with this because I got my license right on the day of my 16th birthday and I've had it ever since. But, you know, there's some of you out there who are pushing 20 or maybe even 20 or above and you still don't have your license. And part of the reason you don't have your license is because, oh, well, I'm just too scared to drive. I'm too scared of the highway. I just can't do it. I need to overcome and it's like, you're never going to feel ready. You're never going to feel ready. And that applies to everything. Some examples are, you know, as I said, starting a YouTube channel, starting a job, asking somebody out, getting on a dating app, going to the gym, trying to lose weight, trying to get into better shape, you know, trying to look smacks, you know, you're never going to feel ready to do it. In my opinion, I think action is always going to teach you way more than planning for action because, you know, in my experience, I've watched myself, and not only myself, but I have watched tons and tons and tons of people plan for action and they never end up doing it. Like, I actually know two people like this. I know two good skateboarders. One of them is really, really, really good, like almost pro level, and then the other guy is, he's good, but he's not as good as the other guy. And the one guy actually does have a skateboarding part out, but the other guy doesn't. And you know, for the past couple of years, I've watched both of these guys say that they wanna make a skate part, they wanna make a new skate part, they want to make clips, they want to upload more clips. And you know, when I had all this free time, I constantly offered to film them. I was like, hey, you know, I'll be your filmer because I'm known for being a good filmer for people. And one day, you know, on the day they'd be all invested in it. When you're talking about it, you're getting all hype. And then a couple days go by and the hype starts to die down. And then a week goes by and everybody forgets about it and nothing ever happens. And then a year goes by, a year and 6 months go by, 2 years go by, and then it never ends up happening because they didn't just take action. And that's a tragedy. Because think of all the things in your life that could have been if you would have just stopped being so afraid. If you would have just given yourself permission to do it. If you would have just stopped trying to be perfect, stop holding yourself to impossible standards. Imagine what you could have done if you would have just given yourself the permission to just try and to just do it. It's a sad thing because perfectionism steals time. It steals your time away. Another thing that people really don't understand is that it's okay to suck in the beginning. It's okay to be bad at something. I've been playing guitar since I was 11 years old, and I'm not as good as I used to be. I used to be really, really, really good. Now I'm just like pretty good. But, I can't even tell you the amount of people in my life who have wanted me to teach them how to play guitar. And I tell them, okay, here's what you do. Just practice. And then they're like, but it doesn't sound good, but it's not working. There's, all this noise and it doesn't sound like when you do it. And then they don't practice. And then time goes by, they don't practice, and then they don't get better. And it's like, well, you didn't get better because you didn't allow yourself to suck. You didn't allow yourself to be bad. It's like when you first go to the gym, you've never lifted weights before in your life. And 90% of guys are not going to be able to bench 225. Almost 0% of guys are going to be able to bench 315. There's probably one dude out there who is like, yeah, like first time in the gym, 315. Cool. Props to that guy. But you don't go to the gym day one and then try to bench 315 or 225. You have to start off with, first of all, you got to warm up. Start off with the bar. Then you try 95, For a lot of guys starting off, they don't like to say it out loud, but like, that's all they can do. That's all I could do. I think I could only do like 85 pounds. And then I got to 135. And then I got to 155. And then I got to 175 and then 185. And then, I never ended up reaching 225, but my PR is 210. I allowed myself to suck. In the beginning, I allowed myself to be weak to get stronger. And if you allow yourself to stay in this perfectionism prison, you'll never accomplish anything because you'll never actually try. You'll never actually put the reps in. And this goes for everything in life. And it's really, really sad because I've gotten better at stopping myself. Like, I've gotten better at like calling myself out on it. Like, hey, I'm being a perfectionist right now. I need to stop doing that. I need to allow myself to just exist, to be, and I'll improve over time. But I get really sad when I see it in other people. I'll be talking with somebody and, just shooting back and forth, how people do. People love to, talk about dreams and what ifs all day long. And it's like I always try to encourage them to just do it. Stop worrying so much and just do it. Who cares, bro? Post the video, make the TikTok, make the Instagram account, just do it. Stop being so afraid. And then years go by and they never do it because they can never just get over that barrier of perfectionism. Give up on trying to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Think of your favorite celebrity. They have days where they wake up or they get out of bed, whatever, and they don't look like that Instagram post. They don't look like how they do in that music video. We are so used to seeing filters on faces that already have makeup on them, and then Facetune and Photoshop, and now it's gotten really crazy, especially with like the looks maxing stuff with all the morphs and it's like makeup plus Facetune plus morphing with something called the Peachy app. Like, it's just gotten so out of control. You're comparing yourself to something that literally it either doesn't exist or it is so engineered and manufactured with such a precision. It's like, you're comparing yourself to an impossible standard. It's like, dude, it's okay to just exist. Like, stop trying to be perfect. Give up on trying to be perfect because it's a prison. You're holding yourself in a prison, and you're the only person that can take the handcuffs off, to take the key to the handcuffs and unlock them, to free yourself from it. My own personal example is this YouTube channel. I've wanted to make a YouTube channel for a long time, and I kind of never knew what I wanted it to be about. And I would spend so much time on trying to think of like, oh, I need the perfect blueprint, and then you know what? I never ended up doing it. I would just end up goofing off or, doing whatever, getting distracted with other things, or I'd be thinking about people who didn't even matter, stumbling upon it. That's something else a lot of people don't want to admit too, they'll get scared and they'll get insecure about, oh, like what if all my friends see it, or what if my parents see it, or what if my siblings see it, or what if people at work see it. It's like, dude, stop caring. Do you want to be them? Do you want to live their life? If the answer is no, then stop caring. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're probably going to care a little bit no matter what, because that's just human nature, but just get over it. Just force yourself and just stop caring, because dude, you only get to be alive one time. That's it. Like if you're 20 years old, you only get to have one 20-year-old summer, one 20-year-old Christmas, one 20-year-old birthday. I'm 23. This is going to be my last summer ever as a 23-year-old. I'll never have that again. Never. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't go back in time. I don't have the technology to reverse time yet. I'm working on it, though. I'm really working on it. And I'm not telling you to just believe in yourself. I'm not telling you to just that everybody's perfect. I'm not saying any of that. Sometimes there is work to be done. But what I'm saying is, stop trying to be perfect. It's okay to exist as who you are right now. It's okay. That's a good thing. I'm not saying to never improve. I'm not saying to never get better, but I'm saying just give up on trying to be perfect, because you're going to hold yourself back so much. Like a lot of people, they don't go to college because they don't know what major to pick. They're like, oh, well, I don't. And it's like they don't even realize. It's like, bro, before you ever actually take a class for your major, you're going to have to take a whole bunch of prerequisites anyways. So you might as well just go to a community college. Because guess what? By the time you do pick a major, you'll have all the prerequisites busted out. Obviously, perfectionism has been a thing since forever, but I think social media has really just skyrocketed it. I really do. I don't think people truly understand how, especially with the appearance-based stuff, like, there's a lot of people out there that want to make content, but they're afraid to make content because they're like, well, I'm not attractive enough. It's like, bro, you really need to stop worrying about that. Because, I mean, just look at the Trevor Larcom guy. He got rich, and I don't know if famous is the right word, but he got rich and all this notoriety from losing weight. He showed himself losing weight. And now he's living a life that a lot of people can only dream of. Making money from his house online, doing whatever he feels like doing. If he, it's ironic in a way. It's because so many people, they struggle with perfectionism, and it's like, that's an example where it's like, he would have never succeeded if he would have lost the weight first, then posted. He got success because he showed himself losing the weight. And I don't even watch that guy. It's just an example that kind of popped into my head. And ultimately, perfectionism is just, it's a lot of overthinking. Oh, well, what if this and what if that? And it's almost like a little bit like OCD, because I'm actually medically diagnosed with OCD. I'm medically diagnosed with autism level 1 and OCD. I've mentioned this in another video, but it's relevant to what I'm talking about right now. And, as I said earlier, I'm not saying, never improve. I'm not saying that you're absolutely perfect just the way you are. I'm not saying any of that stuff, but all I'm saying is, it's okay to be who you are right now. It's okay. I give you the permission. If you can't give yourself the permission, then listen to Brian. Listen to me. I give you the permission. Just stop trying to be perfect, bro. Stop trying to be perfect. Just be who you are right now, and then take it one day at a time. It'll be so much better for you in the long run. You'll just see so much better results. Like, it's okay to live. You don't have to be perfect. Give up on trying to be perfect.